Podcast, just dropping in here. As always, good morning. How are you guys doing? How was your weekend? It's going to be a short week for me. Working today, working tomorrow, off Wednesday, and I won't be back here to work where I work. My place of employment, I will not be back until Tuesday, the 19th. Got some plans going on this week. Last week was crazy. Took a couple days off of work last week, but still wound up working. Then after work, normally my brother-in-law and I would finish up the flooring. Samurai, what's going on? Jeff, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Happy Monday, guys. I'm so glad to see you guys here. Truly appreciate you guys dropping in. Samurai, why am I saying Samurai? Samuel, sorry, man. Good morning. Are you new to the channel? If you're new, drop a 1 in the comments and let me know where you're from. Had some pretty, it's been an absolute crazy week last week. Samuel, where are you from? Australia. Nice. I'm telling you, Samuel, and this is the honest God's truth. Hey, Don, how you doing? Where are you from? Samuel, so when I first started this, it's like my number one place where I was viewed, where people listened or watched or what have you, was the United States, of course. And then it was Canada, then it was the UK, and then it was Australia. And just like in the last 2 months, Australia has just like rocketed straight to second place. So I truly appreciate all you Aussies checking in. Upstate New York, whereabouts, Don? Whereabouts upstate New York? Hey, Kristen, what's going on? Can I do a joke for you? Okay, hold on one second. I'm back home from. Hey, man, so glad you're back home, man. I'm so appreciative of you. I'm good. Thank you. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing good, Don. I'm doing good. Okay, a joke. Now this is a you may not laugh, you may not understand. It's probably way completely out of your age group, your era. So here is a knife has a point. I've heard that joke before. This was told by an old comedian back in the day. He played on Herbie the Love Bug, the Disney little thing. His name's Buddy Hackett. And the joke goes, a horse walks into a bar, walks up to the bartender. Bartender looks at the horse. Why the long face? It's one of my favorite jokes. I always get a kick out of it. It's so simple, it's stupid, but it's a funny joke to me. So there's my joke for the morning. Sarasota Springs, awesome. Do you do videos or only? Samuel, I do videos as well. So if you go on over to the to the channel and you check out videos, I've got 80 plus episodes up for people to watch. I drop new videos, new episodes every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Is it Saifa Wazi or Awazi? Saifa Awazi. Hello. And then every Saturday night I do a live stream at 8. I'm gonna change that now to 7:30 Central Standard Time. And then Monday through Friday I do these morning coffees with Dano. Roughly 6:45 to about 7:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. I am having a new episode tonight, though. It's going to be a live episode, so it should be pretty good. Hello, Capybara plays. Is that Roblox thing? I thought you were going to say Mr. Ed the horse that can talk. No, I'm not going to say that. Kuno Art and Creations. Hello, welcome Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are new to the chat, this is the first time you ever jumped in. My name's Dano. I'm the host of the Cryptid Podcast, and we talk about cryptids. We talk about Bigfoot. We talk about Dogman. We talk about the otterman in Alaska, also known as the Chupacabra. We talk about a bunch of different things. What's up, Jeffrey? How you doing? Love my hat. Thanks so much. I got a bunch of different hats. A lot of these type of hats my wife actually buys for me. She doesn't believe, and that's okay, but she tolerates it. So, and I actually got this one myself. You're from India. Awesome. I actually picked this one up in the SeaTac airport in Seattle, Washington, when I was out there last month. Samuel, what's a cryptid? A cryptid is Bigfoot, Dogman, Loch Ness Monster, something that people have encountered or witnessed, but technically should not be there. So, I mean, even the Tasmanian tiger, people for a long time believed that it was extinct, and they say that seeing one, it's a cryptid, it should no longer exist. But recently there have been video of them. Mohana, hello, how are you? Columbus, only Indian. Okay, yeah. Cryptid Secret, what's up, buddy? Randy, what's up, man? Oh, so you, in India, what time is it there right now? What's a skinwalker? I don't know if you talk. Yes, I do. I talk about skinwalkers. I talk about. I'll tell you what I don't talk about. Okay, I do not talk about. Like, I will not have a new episode up, or I will not dedicate a live stream to the paranormal. I like paranormal things. I've had a lot of paranormal encounters when I was younger. I just don't bring those up. 7:30 tonight. Kunal, I am from Minnesota. Squatch Mama, how's it going? Purple Monkey, do I have a what? Hey, Squatch Mama, you're right. 2 Saturdays ago, that was an insane live stream. That was crazy. What's my favorite video on my channel? See, I'm actually friends with a lot of people. Yeah, I became friends with a lot of people that I've interviewed, and I've been doing this since posted my first interview in November. They're all really good. They're really good interviews. I like them all. I really do. I can't just give you a specific, this is my absolute favorite. But if you want to, you can check out episode 10. That's with Fred Roll from Alaska, subarctic Alaska Bigfoot or a Sasquatch. Very, very good storyteller. He is an elder in his tribe up in Alaska, and he gets a ton of encounter stories. And eyewitness accounts from other natives throughout the state of Alaska. That's a good one. Jeff Yarrington, who's one of the moderators, the Milkman, his video is really good. His is a recent one. It's Bigfoot on the Family Farm. I think that's what I called it. Chicken Jockey. I hear my grandson holler chicken jockey all the time, and I think that's part of some movie. What's that game the kids play? Minecraft, I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Jack Black, thanks. I always get that. From Bosnia, Herzegovina. Awesome. Samuel, thank you for dropping in. Did you see ghosts? I've had paranormal encounters as far back as I can remember. I think the earliest I can remember is about 4 years old. Do I have any rules? Meaning on the channel? Yeah, I do. I do have a lot of rules. The rules are be kind to each other. I don't want to see any derogatory or racial things on here. I don't talk politics. I don't talk religion. The last encounter. Now, are we talking a cryptid encounter, or are we talking a paranormal encounter? Soundwave, man, great to see you again. I love your name, man. I really do. Soundwave was one of my favorite Transformers back in the day. Camped with Jeff Milkman. He's a great guy. Yeah. Go ahead, Samuel. Go ahead. Ask the question. What's up? Ray J, what's going on, man? Earning greetings? Hey, how are you doing? Greetings from Slovenia. Awesome. 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 It's Kate the dog lover. Okay, cool. Does there a glow up? Ghost doesn't exist. You mean ghosts do not exist? Nigeria, awesome. Welcome to the channel, you guys. If you guys are new to this chat, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat and let me know where you're from. Tanya, how's it going? On L, I don't know what that means. Ray J from New Zealand, awesome. So I have a Aussie in the channel and I have a Kiwi in the channel. That's great. I love seeing where everybody's from. It just makes me. Sissy Lawson, how's it going? But again, I'm Dano from the Cryptid Podcast. I'm the host. We do a Monday through Friday, 6:45 to 7:45 morning live, just to get out there and really to get my channel out there, let people know, hey, I enjoy hearing from you. I love hearing. I enjoy hearing about other cryptids in other countries. I like to investigate them as much as I can. So, okay, we've got a question here. Why don't you talk about supernatural beings? Well, okay, so I don't talk about supernatural beings. I don't talk about ghosts. I don't talk about the occult. I don't talk about any things that have to really do with the paranormal, because the last thing you want to do is you don't want to give anything like that a type of a power for it to manifest itself. You don't need that. Two BFFSXX. Oh my God, you saw you today. What do you mean? I saw me today. Hey, how's it going? Hola, buenos tardes. Que tal? I that's all I know. Donde? I don't know. What's my most favorite interesting cryptid? My favorite's always going to be Bigfoot, followed real closely by the Kushtaka. Now, the Kushtaka is, hey, what's up, Greasebag? Mr. McQueen, do you speak Espanol? No, I don't speak Espanol. I wish I did. I really messed up as a kid. I really should have learned multiple languages. But the Kushtaka, if you guys are not aware of what that is, it's also known as the otterman. And it's primarily in southeastern Alaska. And it's a shapeshifter. It has ability to transform into the shape, the form of a human or a sea otter, legit, or a combination of both. And they're absolutely terrifying. They don't sound terrifying, but when you hear people tell the stories of the encounters that they've had, it gets really crazy. Where are you from? How are you doing? I'm from Minnesota. Well, I'm not from Minnesota. I was born in Belgium, raised in Washington State. My dad was in the military. But now I live in Minnesota, and I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Mags, what's going on? What's up, bro? You like my cap? Thanks, Rose. I appreciate that. Bigfoot, I used to live in the Pacific Northwest. They are, from what I understand, they actually suppose. Okay, so, hold on a second here. Let me see who said that again. So, Finn, here's the thing. I would agree with you on that point, but you have to understand each region of the United States and parts of the world, they have different. Yeah, I got all the flooring done. So Finn, what's going on is I agree. The Pacific Northwest, the Bigfoot up there tend to be more relaxed. It's funny, I call them hippie squatches because they're just so chill. They want to stay away from people. the interactions that they have with human beings, for the most part, are harmless. They're very passive. Um, but when you go to other regions like Southeast Texas, sometimes they get aggressive. Definitely down south, they're called wood boogers, and they get really, really aggressive. You have other places up in Ohio. They can maybe the flip of a coin. They'll decide whether they want to be a jerk or be kind of cool. So Samuel, according to Native American folklore, there are cave drawings, cave etchings, paintings that depict a large hairy man. They call him the brother of the forest. That they have lived alongside human beings, but at the same time, they've also warred. They've been in wars with human beings. I don't remember what they called them, but the Iroquois. Or I hope I'm saying that right. The Iroquois Native Americans, they had a battle, they had a war with they called giants. And what they would do is they would roll around in mud and get their hair all matted with mud, and then they would roll around in pebbles and rocks, kind of creating an armor for themselves. So they would their arrows and spears would bounce off of them. So in Australia, we have the Yowie and Brown Jacks. I wish I could say your name, Dr. Huru. Is that what that means? Brown Jacks. I'm fascinated about these Brown Jacks. I heard about them not too long ago, and I want to know more about them. And I have a couple people from Australia that hopefully I can get the interview time locked down because they want to talk to me about the Yowie. I'm fascinated by that as well. Yeah, Sammy, you have the Yowies. Based aardvarks. I don't know what that means, Kieran. New Zealand, they have the moha. Is it moha? I don't know how you say that. I know. I get mohayu. Yeah, we don't talk about politics in here. Okay, just give you guys a fair warning. Any politics, any religion, even if it's on the basis that I believe in, I put just a blanket statement. We do not talk politics. I do not talk religion, and my moderators, they will get rid of the comment. If you guys spam, my mods will put you in timeout. When you get out of timeout and you continue to spam, they'll boot you from the channel. So I have 2 in my South Florida Big Cypress Preserve. They're not aggressive and hardly stick at all. Soundwave, please send me an email. I'd love to hear from you. Is your husband at work? I'm the husband. My wife is at home getting ready for work. Did giants live with us? I believe they did. I honestly believe they did. No, but Payne, stop trying to find loopholes, man. You know what your comment said. You're talking about Trump. Trump is political, so let's not start it. Okay? I'm not saying I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm not saying I am a Trump supporter. All I'm saying is a blanket comment, and it goes for every single person that comes into the channel. Hey, IMH or LMH, listen, we're not playing your little word games. So you guys are lucky. You have Kristen and Jeff and Maggie in here as my moderators, because I'm telling you right now, if Vonnie was in here, if Vonnie, my moderator, these guys would be sitting there twiddling their thumbs because she's so quick. You guys got to compete with her. Can you get rid of that one guy? He's gone, John. John, how you doing, man? IK, you got some. I don't know what that means, Cameron. But welcome. If you guys are new to the chat, all right, the Philippines, thank you so much. Great. How are you doing? Not saying I am, not saying I'm not. Payne, that's your final warning, man. There you go. You have the best mods. I do. I really do. Hey, the reroll. Reroll, what's going on, man? Yo, what's up, 9 Mile? Are you in the office today, man? I'm here today and tomorrow, then I'm gone. I won't be back until next Tuesday. Victoria, Australia. Awesome. Hey, Guts. We discussed cryptids, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, that type of stuff. Sometimes we'll get into, I'll talk. Someone will bring up something, what I think about this team, or whatever. So, I just talk about pretty much anything except for religion, politics. I don't talk about that type of stuff. I don't talk about P Diddy, even though I think he's a piece of trash. We won't get into talking about him. Not much. I got up 52 subscribers and then dropped down to 45 for some reason. It's really weird. Aren't we technically cryptids to the cryptids? Hey, you know what? That's great. That's a great question. You know what? That's awesome. I wish I could give you like a little thumbs up or something like that. That's a good question, man. It's a way to make you think. I don't know why you're dropped. I mean, I've seen like one day I had X amount, of subscribers, and then I checked, near the end of the day, and I was down like 10 subscribers. But that happens. Any business ideas? You know what? I like to think I'm a savvy business person, but I really just don't like getting into the whole things about business. So my birthday is Friday, but I consider the week after my birthday. All right. Baseball, do you like it? I love baseball. The wood knock, let's see. Hold on a second here. The wood knock day and night. So they would knock day and night. They don't see. So I don't think that they're nocturnal. They're very active. Yeah, Soundwave. If anybody, any of my mods have my email address memorized, can you drop it in the chat? Soundwave, please take down my email address. I'd like to hear more about that. I love baseball. Corey, that's true. Well, here's the thing. People say the veil is thinning, and that may be true, but you got to understand, human expansion is just getting out of hand. It's really, I mean, I've just up the road from my daughter's house. There was like an old convenience store, gas station. I think it had like 6 pumps, and they completely, they tore all that down. They removed all the old gas tanks. And this is like a little corner lot. It's not big. They're building 2, like 3 or 4 story apartment buildings there. It's just stupid. I would love to hear your thoughts on, I'd like to hear your thoughts on online. Yeah, I'm not going to talk business, guys. Yeah, that's true. Absolutely true. Because when I go to Michigan, there's parts of Michigan, where the speed limit's 75 miles an hour. How aren't you scared of the higher ups? What do you mean higher ups? Who's your team or teams in baseball? My favorite team of all time is the Seattle Mariners. That's where I grew up. I've been a fan since 1978. I've met a lot of great players that played with the Seattle Mariners. I'd have to say my next favorite team. I really don't have one. I like watching players, like Mike Trout. I like Mike Trout. I like Aaron Judge. Yeah. Bobby Witt Jr. Samuel, I do. We do talk about aliens. I actually recently I've had about 3 or 4 episodes drop that have to do with UFOs or alien encounters. So a lot of people clown me when I talk about the Mariners being my favorite team. Oh, here's the thing, and it hurts me to say it, but things happen. Is that the Mariners are the only team in Major League Baseball to never ever get to the World Series, but I still love them. I still love them. Absolutely. 9 Mile, that's a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people say that. Shows like X-File and things like that, that's their introduction to it. What monsters are in Southwest Virginia? I'm sure there's Sasquatch there. There may be Dogman. Otani is an alien. Otani is a generational player. That dude is phenomenal. I love watching Otani. You got any episodes with Aussies or not? Samuel, I have 2 episodes with people from Tasmania, and I mean, I guess that's part of Australia. One saw what he believes he called the Glimmer Man, and then another one I have a mother and son episode that's dropping in a couple of weeks that they had a UFO encounter. Have I ever had an encounter with aliens? No, I have not. Real question, have you ever been? No, I have not, and I'd always love to go to the Baseball Hall of Fame. Like my all-time favorite player is Ken Griffey Jr., followed by Cal Ripken Jr. Dan, so far, what do you believe is the scariest cryptid? That's a good question. I think Dogman is the scariest cryptid for sure. Chupacabra stole our chickens, or it was a coyote. It could be either or. Ryan, for real. Just depend on where you're located. Try to put some cameras out and see if you can capture something. What is dropping? When I say I have a new episode dropping, which means I have it scheduled and it'll release on the time that I schedule. It'll just say, hey, I got a new episode dropping soon. Hey, yo, what's up, Jones? Dumber than dumb. Okay. Yeah, so that's what dropping means, Samuel. Jojo, what's going on? How are you doing? How do I believe in aliens that I've never seen an alien? I've seen a UFO. I've never had an encounter with alien skinwalker dogman down here. Just Bigfoot and some orb. Yeah, I'd like to hear your story for real, honestly. Yeah, Ryan Sandberg was a hard loss, man. I'm doing well. Just so you guys know, if you're new to the channel, drop a 1 in the comments. Let me know where you're at. I've seen airplanes too. That's awesome, Jordan. I think I see airplanes every single day. I think people see that. But I'm Dano. I'm the host of the Cryptid Podcast. I talk everything cryptids. Aliens, UFOs, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, whatever you want to call it. If you've seen something you can't quite kind of understand what it is. You're out in the woods, you see something that's 8 feet tall, walking up another ridge, what do you guys think? So, do you believe that they are flesh and blood or something else? What I saw was 100% flesh and blood. Doing these interviews, watching all of this footage that people send me or I see other people post, listening to encounters, there's definitely something else to them. As my buddy Josh always says, he's the host of Mysteries Unknown. They're flesh and blood when they're flesh and blood, and they're not when they're not. So, very credible witnesses. A lot of people that I respect in this community have seen them do some extraordinary things. Just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean that it hasn't happened. Can't they be both? I believe they can be both. Did I see the portal that opened up in that mall? Jones, I did not. I heard something like some mall or something like that. Again, Soundwave, I'm not going to put that completely out of the realm of probability because I've never seen it happen, but I'm not going to say that they don't. Jose Lopez, what's going on? SV Band, what's going on? Bro, what's up? And you got nicked. Do I just find that on YouTube, Jones? Kind of look it up on YouTube. But if you guys are jumping in the chat and you're new, again, my name is Dano. I'm host of Cryptid Podcast. We talk about cryptids. If you guys haven't also, kind of check out the channel. Look at some of the episodes that are out there. If you guys like it, consider subscribing. Make sure you hit the notifications, and then you'll be able to know when I go live and things like that. I had an encounter with a man. Wait, this was behind the... Come on, Samuel. Yeah, definitely shoot me an email. If you guys haven't already seen it, my email is thecryptidpodcast72@gmail.com. Thecryptidpodcast72@gmail.com. Aliens are demons, bro. Okay, Hunter Blue Collar. Again, that's your opinion, and it's opinion of some other people. I don't see it that way. Utro cryptids. Hey, McQueen, you have a great night, man. I'll see you later. I do. We do. We talk about encounters. A lot of my actually all my episodes are first-hand encounters. People have had first-hand encounters with these creatures, and they tell their encounters. So Monday through Friday, I do these little live streams in the morning until about 7:45 Central Standard Time. Wednesdays and Fridays, I drop new episodes, which means I have them already scheduled out and they release. And then every Saturday night, I do a live stream where we talk about specific cryptids, a group of cryptids, or specific incidents. Like I've covered Ape Canyon. I've covered the Whitehall incident in 1976 up in Whitehall, New York, things like that. So yeah, absolutely, man. I would love to have an interview with somebody that has encountered a Mothman. I have family in West Virginia. You know, that's a great question as well, Soundwave, because I hear the same thing. People have seen, you know, alien crafts and Bigfoot. Some people say they've seen them walk out of a craft. Some people say they've seen them beamed up. You know, again, I haven't. So, hey, Daryl, good morning, buddy. But yeah, if you guys honestly go over to the channel, check out some of the episodes, check out some of the lives. Yeah, if you guys like what you see, consider subscribing to the channel. Exactly, you know, Hunter, and that's the thing. That's what I try to bring. That's what I try to bring to my channel is everybody has a voice. Okay, when we're talking about cryptids or aliens and things like that, you know, everybody has a difference of opinion. I don't think there's anybody that has the exact same opinion as the next person. And I want people to know that they can come to my channel, they can talk about these things, we can discuss these things. And at the end of the day, we had a great discussion. We had a great discussion, and it may have made you think differently in a certain way. It may have made me think different in a certain way. You know, at least be open-minded to some other possibility of what these things can be. So, yeah, I'm not going to get mad at someone who has somebody else, you know, has a different of opinion as mine do. Even if I don't agree with it, I'm not going to get mad at you because you have that opinion. You know, you may have encountered way different things than I've encountered. You may have seen things way different than I have. And I'm not going to fault you for that at all. You know, that would make me everything that I don't like. And that's not how I do this channel, man. I'm all about trying to respect everybody as much as I possibly can. If you show me respect, I'm definitely going to show you respect back on some level. You know, It just, respect is, I know, is earned and not given. I get that, but you have to give respect, you know, at just the basic level of being a human being and understanding that we're all different, but in a small way we're all the same. So I hope you understand what I'm talking there. What's up, Super Blue? Where do you think cryptids came from? Now, that's another good discussion. Another discussion for that is that people believe they are descendants of the Nephilim. A lot of people think that they are descendants of an ancient race, like Homo sapien race. You have the Neanderthals and those type of things. People call them relic hominids, and that's where I tend to believe. But again, that's what I believe. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Jojo, you asked a question about Mothman. I couldn't. It scrolled up real quick. Hey, Cannibal Joker, man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Check out some more videos, and if you get a chance, jump back into the live tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do a live as well on Wednesday and Thursday, possibly Friday as well, you guys. But I'm gonna be traveling, so I'll try to get on here as much as I can. But Saturday there will be no live stream because I will be at a Bigfoot conference in East Tennessee. So I'll be going live throughout the day on that day. Do I like snakes? Super Blue, apparently, not apparently. I'm afraid I don't like, unfortunately, I do not like snakes. Now, I don't know how to pronounce your first part of your name, but I'll say Ash. Welcome to the channel. I know Ron Morehead. I've had Ron Morehead on my show a couple times. I talk to Ron Morehead probably once or twice a month. And his Sierra Sounds, he's actually sent me some audio files from his library. I'm just chatting, man. High hanging fruit. I'm just chatting. Like to see where people's from. They ask questions. I try to answer them the best way I can. I'm very open to new thought processes when it comes to cryptids and things like that. Yeah, Ben, absolutely. Maximilian, are you in front of a graveyard or something? No, I'm not. I'm sitting in the parking lot of where I am employed. So that's what I'm doing. I did get your email, Corey. I really did. We need to set that time up, bud, for real. Yeah, we got some trolls for sure. I do know about the Nephilim. I have heard about skinwalkers. They actually never heard of cryptids. You've never heard of cryptids are, people consider skinwalkers cryptids. People consider, the Jersey Devil, things like that. Those are all cryptids. Nephilim were big people, not to mention big hairy man not wearing pants. Yeah. Was reading on Wendigos and skinwalkers yesterday. Some similar. Absolutely. That's 100% true. Hey, thanks for the safe travels. Ron is a great person. You're right, he is. What's a crazy? Is he? What's that crazy you talked to him? Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, I've done like live streams with him, for real. Ron is very, very intelligent and very insightful. Well, if you want me to ask him for you, Jeff, I will. Hope you didn't think my question was. I don't think you're. I didn't think your question was trolling. Hello, Isla Vanel is a big paranormal YouTuber. She's singing your praises on her community post right now. Mine? What do you mean singing my praises? John, send me an email, the Cryptid Podcast 72@gmail.com, and send me a link so I can see. Argentina, We usually talk about the Chupacabra. I would love to have someone on who had an encounter, a real encounter with a Chupacabra. What about the lady in white who's seen with Bigfoot given? I've never heard of that before. Look into Filipino creatures. I'm telling you right now, down in the Philippines, there's some crazy stuff. For real, I've heard of some. Do you listen to Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis? I do not. I should I look him up? Ant Boy, what's going on? Nice seeing you again. All right, yeah, I'll talk to him, Jeff. Falcon, what's going on? Nice seeing you. Falcon, I remember you from another live that I did. You love my beard. Thank you so much. I love Vane L. I'm going to take a screenshot of that real quick. Come on now. That way I'll be able to go and look that up. Ron Morehead has a new documentary coming out. Yep, he does. He does. Cryptids are older. Yeah, I believe cryptids are older as well. Philippines, I've heard vampire. I have too. Oh, it's a joke? All right, man. You got me, man. You got me. Not often do people get me, but you got me. You got me. Oh, well. Oh, we see trolls every morning. Sasquatch Chronicles. Yeah, that's episode 2. That's Wes and his brother. Their story is crazy. Nah, John, honestly, man, I'm not mad at it. I mean, hey, I'm only human. I like a good joke. Just as long as we don't get, like try to get hurtful with people, that's just not my thing. Lots and lots of stories about spirits and history all around the world since yep, absolutely, 100%. Nah, I've had encounters. I'm breaking balls. Jesse James, you've had encounters? Have a question. Did you look up the box trolls? I told you I did look up the box trolls. Hey, what's going on? Is it Hage Maru? Sissy, for sure. Lots of folklore to look into. I have heard of the Kandahar Giant. And I am working hard at trying to locate somebody who's into the know of the Kandahar Giants. Cool. Thanks, Soundwave. Yeah, sleep paralysis. I've heard of people having that. That's terrifying. Did you get to see any pictures of the box trolls? No, because when I was looking it up, I only had a few moments to look it up. But again, I'll look it up more in detail. So, I mean, I really like to know about things like this. So, okay, I'll take note of that. Oh, okay. All right, John. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't understand the whole algorithm and how things work in YouTube. I mean, I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't know. And Kristen is just dropping the hammer. I think you might have locked up my chat. You live in I love San Antonio, Texas. I absolutely love San Antonio, Texas. Thanks, Jojo. This is like one of my favorite hats. My favorite hat, my wife got me one. It's really super cool, and I really dig it. Yeah, the bun, is it the bunyip? I want to hear about that. The drop bear, I've never heard of that before. The Yowie I heard of, brown jacks I've heard of, and how do you say the last one? Is it Brunyor? Is that how you say that? When someone talks about my hat, it's definitely a conversation starter. David James, what's going on? What was the American program last year? Watch Bigfoot was on. Which Bigfoot was on? What program year ago? I'm not sure. I mean, you had Expedition Bigfoot. You have Finding Bigfoot. There's so many of them. Not a believer, but just saying, kudos, man. Take some balls to come on here, the internet, and make a community like this. Hey, man, appreciate that. And you know what? Check out the channel. Listen to some of these encounters. Every single person I have on that I interview, they've had firsthand encounters. I appreciate you saying that, man. I really do. If you guys would like to see some of these episodes, I've got 80 plus episodes up already. I've got some scheduled to release on Wednesday, Friday, and then the following Wednesday as well. I have a live interview that I'm doing tonight. And then I'm going to be on somebody else's show tomorrow night. But, yeah, just go on over, check out the content. If you like it, please consider subscribing. Drop bear, oh, come on, Samuel. Drop bear, I don't know what that is. If it's true. Hey, man, Maximilian, thank you so much. In return, that's what I get from you guys, man. I get, like, positive energy, because I'm telling you, I used to absolutely adore where I work. It was like, I absolutely loved working there. It's now quickly becoming a place where I just come to get a paycheck, and I've been here going on 27 years. And you guys give me a lot of energy to help pull me through the day, and I truly appreciate that. Have I ever heard of... I do not talk about demons. Phil Holland, you're in Bigfoot country? Awesome. Daniel, who do you hope to see at the Bigfoot conference you're going to? I hope to meet Kumbo Baker. God willing, I hope to meet Martin Groves. I know I'm going to see Daryl Denton. Daryl Denton and I are going to go to dinner. And there's a few other people. Harley Owens, I heard, is going to be there. Roger Williams is going to be there. I can't wait to see him. There's just a lot of people that I have a lot of respect for in this community, and I can't wait to meet them. Drop bears or koala bears? Man, you got me. You got me. Jojo, are you from Australia? Shane, what's going on? Hi, how are you? Also, let you guys know I'm also on Spotify, so if you guys want to subscribe to Spotify as well, I'd love it. On Spotify, it's the Cryptid Podcast. Really, it's basically an Australian dinosaur, for real. I have another live interview on Wednesday, your time. Jojo, what have you seen, and why have I not contacted you and have you come on my show? A drop bear is a koala bear, man. They goofed on me, which is fine. Am I the trailer park version of Jack Black? No, I like Jack Black. I'm not as talented as Jack Black, I don't think. I like Jack Black a lot. I've liked Jack Black. I mean, heck, he's been in so many great movies. So, but no, but thanks for thanks for asking me that. Yeah, okay, sissy, that scares me. That scares me. That's a scary, scary thing. I've seen on a couple other web podcasts that talk about that, and that's creepy. Goku, be respectful or leave. What is a Bigfoot conference? So Bigfoot conference is just like a bunch of people that have guest speakers that have some crazy encounters, or um, they have vendors that come out and sell Bigfoot related, cryptid related things like that. It's just a big like meet and greet, pretty much. I will say hi to Daryl. Do I sing? Yes, I do sing. Yeah, I would love to meet Barton Unley as well. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, you guys. I'm definitely gonna try to get some of these guys to come on my. I'm definitely gonna try to get some of these guys to come on my channel. I'm way better than Jack Black. Nah, man. Tenacious D is like one of my go-tos whenever I need a laugh, man. I'm telling you. Thoughts on the Travis Walton abduction? I don't have any thoughts because I don't know about it, but I now will look it up. Thank you so much for bringing that up. You guys, we have a legend in the chat. We have one of the two real cryptid legends. Mr. Daryl Denton is in the chat, you guys. There's indigenous stories about little folk. Yeah, I definitely did. There are little folk. Absolutely, I love hearing those. And two real cryptid legends. You are a dear friend of mine as well, and I cannot wait to see you guys on. See you on Friday. The Bigfoot conference that I'm going to be going to is in McMinnville, Tennessee. It's on the 16th, but they're all over the United States. Well, if Jessica Jones is there, I'm definitely going to try to talk to her as well. Falcon, I would love to try to get a hold of some of the Aboriginals in that area. Well, I think Barton was dealing with some health issues or some family issues, so. I haven't heard of anybody using a bell, but when I had my sighting when I was 12, and the encounters that I had with what I believe is a family of Sasquatch. I lived on this property for a year and a half in Graham, Washington. Now, I never saw them, but my brother saw two juveniles. The one I saw was a female. And my brother said that when we played music, we'd put our speakers out on our deck and we would play music while we're out there playing games or whatever. And he said that once in a while he would see them. Not that they weren't always there, because they probably could have been, but he would see them move through the trees as stealthily as they could and sit down and listen to the music. Daryl is in here. Two real cryptid legends. That's Daryl. Jack Black, get it all the time. Hey, if you guys are new to the chat, drop a 1. Let me know where you're from. I am your host, Dano, the Cryptid Podcast. I drop new episodes every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Monday through Friday, you'll catch me here doing these morning lives between 6:45 and 7:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then every Saturday at 7:30 Central Standard Time, I do a live stream. However, this Saturday, I will not be doing a live stream because I'll be at the Bigfoot conference, and I will be doing lives pretty much all day long, hopefully. Beer drinking benefits. I hear drinking beer, like a beer a day, is actually good for you. You're welcome anytime, bro. Falcon, if you can help me get a hold of an Aboriginal elder or something like that to where I can talk with somebody there, have them come on the show, I would love it. I would love it. Maximilian, have a great day, man. Thank you so much for dropping in, and don't be a stranger. Hope you go to the channel, and if you like what you see here or like the other stuff that I have posted, please consider subscribing. Garrett, we're at in the Pacific Northwest. I'm originally from Tacoma, Washington. Are you live streaming tonight? Yes. I will be doing a live interview tonight. It'll be at 7:30 Central Standard Time. And again, San Antonio, one of my favorite cities. Falcon, thank you so much. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Later, brother. Fort Worth, Texas. Not a bad city in its own right. I don't know. I don't know if Swamp Dog did, and Daryl. I don't know if Daryl did either. I know they didn't go out together. King Grooves, Fort Worth, Texas. Yeah, again, that's not a bad city. I've been there a couple times. What's Bigfoot actually look like? Well, I mean, there's different types of Bigfoot. The one that I saw, have you ever seen the Patterson Gimlin film? The Patterson Gimlin film, Patty, uh, describing the one that I saw was similar to her, but not as robust. She was also like a dark charcoalish gray. Hey, Sissy, thank you so much for dropping in. See you in the next live. I'm going live tonight at 6 or 7:30 Central Standard Time. Sabrina, what's up? Do free food and drinks at Bigfoot events, or do people just talk? Well, people talk. They sell things. They do meet and greets and things like that. I'm sure they're gonna have food trucks and stuff like that. So, I don't think it's all free. Yeah, that's true. They do, yeah. So, Bigfoot, it's just like human beings. They all look different. What time you going live in Australia time? So I believe 7:30 is like 10 a.m. or 10:30 a.m. depending on where you're at in Australia. I think you guys are like 15 hours ahead. So if you like do a Google search, what time is it right now in Minnesota compared to what time is it there right now for you, Samuel? Because right now it is 7:41 a.m. Monday morning. So it's 10:42 Monday night for you, correct? Yeah, 10:42 p.m. So 7 is 12. So you're about 15 hours ahead. So, all right, you guys, this is my time. I got to get ready to roll. I got to get into the office and start my day. It's a 2-day work week, and I hope it blows by super, super fast. So I just want to say, hey, Thomas, what's up, buddy? I just want to say, you guys, thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you so much for engaging in conversation and being respectful. Thank you to all the mods who were absolutely phenomenal today, getting rid of what needed to get rid of. Thanks to Daryl Denton for dropping in today. Brother, I can't wait to see you on Friday. Thank you so much, you guys. Again, my name's Dano. I'm the host of Cryptid Podcast. Check us out. Go to the channel. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing. Hit those notifications so you know when I bring in new content and when I go live. As my buddy Josh from Mysteries Unknown always says, stay prayed up. And as I always like to say, you guys remember, a legend begins with a sighting. You guys have a fantastic day. Check me out tonight, 7:30 Central Standard Time, for a live interview. Bye, guys.